What are some realistic expectations when it comes to living abroad full time? Hey, Jason here. If you're new to the channel, I'm an expat slash nomad. I've been doing this for 10 years now. Started out back in 2015 in Panama, and I am now on my fourth country, third continent, here in Lusaka, Zambia, where I have obtained permanent residency through their retirement permit system. So one thing that I started sharing is always my three areas of life: happiness, health, and wealth. But most importantly, if you're an expat or thinking about becoming one, the opportunities that actually exist here on the ground in Zambia. One thing that I've seen is no one really talks about here. Not many people are coming here. And a lot of the countries that are being talked about as the best places to go, they're actually not. And you're just being marketed from people. And so this is why I'm sharing things to you about Zambia, because it's a really great place. And I'm gonna be doing some interviews with people here. I'm gonna see if some few people here are okay with doing interviews, just so you can see like it isn't just Jason talking about this. And so we will be doing that in the future on the channel. But today, let's go ahead and talk about what are some of the things that you need to realistically understand about living abroad full time. It's not all roses and rainbows, but it's not all turmoil and the way the media makes some parts of the world look like, oh, it's horrible. It's not that bad either. It's really just middle. And it's like everywhere. Every country you go to is going to be about the same. In the beginning, there's that honeymoon phase. But then as you start tapering off after 2 or 3 years, it get into like, this is just my normal routine, or I'm bored. That's all it is. There's nothing different, nothing special about many places in the world, just about what opportunities that exist for you and what do you want that makes you happy in your life. Do you like living by water? Do you like living by mountains? Do you like a city life, a rural life, a very off-grid life? It's all about you. So you do have to understand those things. So before we continue on, let me just introduce this. Yes, I have these glasses on. They're not prescription glasses. These are the new Ray-Ban Meta AI glasses. I got to thank my brother Maurice, man. He was able to order these for me. Man, I appreciate him. He's been such a help coming here. Got me because like I've been really fiending for my technology craving, and unless you're a tech head, like you don't understand. Like even my girlfriend, she's like, "Why do you always like buying these stuff? Like, why you always buying wigs and weed? Like, why you buying nail polish?" It's just the things that I like, and so these are the Ray-Ban AI Meta glasses. I'm actually going to end up turning these on. I'm going to record myself while I'm filming and upload this on TikTok. And so let's go ahead and do that real quick. And I'm just giving you a quick behind the scenes. Hey, Meta. Okay, Meta, I want to turn on. Hey, Meta. Now, why would it do that? Hey, Meta. I'm not connected to the phone, am I? This is so crazy. Okay, let me do it the old school way. Usually there's I didn't set up the voice option. Let me just do it this. Okay, so now as you see that light on, I am recording. So for my friends and family on TikTok, this is a behind the scenes. This is me actually recording a YouTube video, and I'm using the Ray-Ban Meta AI glasses. And if you want to see the full video on YouTube, because this is going to be about 1 to 2 minutes with the AI glasses, you can go to Jason Chaney 777. So one of the first realistic things that you must come to terms with before you start living abroad is, how far are you comfortable with living from your home country? And this is really important if you have small kids, if you have maybe kids in university back in the US or in the UK, or if you have any loved ones that may be sick. For some people, it is going to be better to start off closer to home and then slowly move away. For others, it's going to be like, hey, just go. Like nothing is actually bothering you. When I first started out, I went to Panama. Then from Panama, I went to Colombia. But the truth was, in the beginning, we were actually planning on going to the UK. Reason being, my mom at the time when we left 10 years ago, she was in decent health. There wasn't no big health scares or anything like that. And also by that time, my mother-in-law, she had already passed away. So from my late wife's side, there wasn't much family restraint minus sisters and cousins and things like that. And through video call, we were able to really keep, keep the relationships going very strong when it comes to family. So like for us, even though we started out short, we really wanted to go out further, but in the beginning, but we just didn't because when I started doing the conversion of pounds and euros to dollars, I was losing too much money just exchanging money over. And I was like, this doesn't benefit me. And so that's why I started so close to the US. But now with me being away from the US and so far, like, and this didn't really come to attention until I talked to my mom last night, actually. We were talking because I was told her, I was like, hey, you got 2 more years, man. 2027, I'm putting you on a plane. You coming here full time. I'm going to have your house already built for you. Everything you need is going to be laid out. You'll be next to me. I'm going to have, as far as living next to me, we'll be side by side on the same land. I'm going to have a full-time nurse / helper for her. All of those things that I'm getting into place now. Because I told her, I was like, oh man, I'm talking fast. My bad. I got to slow down. But like I told my mom, I was like, look, I don't want you working till the day you drop dead. Like, this isn't cool. This isn't what we came here for. We didn't come here to be slaves working for money. Like, we're supposed to enjoy life. So I told her, like, 2027, I'm getting you a one-way ticket. You're coming here. Okay. So now you didn't just recognize the light just popped off, just time out. So the glasses just stopped. So I did about a 3-minute film that I'm going to put on TikTok. Go to Jason Chaney 777. And you're going to be seeing other film, like when I do go to Cultural Day this next Friday, and some other content that I'm going to be filming around here, even in the markets and things of that nature. So back to the video. So like I told her, I was like, hey, so you need to be ready. I was like, are you starting to count down your days? And she was like, nah, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not. She's like, that Atlantic Ocean, flying over that ocean. Ooh, it was a lot. And I get it. Flying over the ocean, when you go to the other side of the world, if you're not used to long flights like that, it can be a little uncomfortable. It can be a little nerve wracking, or it can just be like that scaredness of it. Like for me, I started traveling at 18. So like was I 18? Yeah, 18. I flew all the way to South Korea by myself. Mind you, this was my first time doing international flying. And I went probably the farthest you could probably go, going to South Korea from Texas. And it was scary. But you know what it did? It got me accustomed to flying far spaces. So like I'm more comfortable flying across the world than I am maybe flying from country to country. I'll be more worried about turbulence and things of that nature going across countries than I am going across the ocean. And just because I'm used to it, like I did that. So imagine you fly to South Korea, then in a year, you fly back to America. And then 2 more years, you fly to Iraq. And then after another year, you fly to Kuwait. Then you fly back to America. Then I flew to to London. So like for me, I flew to Amsterdam. I'm more comfortable with flying long international distances. So if you're not comfortable with that, start off closer to where you're at and build yourself up to it. Because some people are afraid. And look, it's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with being afraid. Like a buddy of mine, like I've been telling him, like, bro, come out to Africa, man. Come to Zambia. I'm like, dude, once I have my house, you got a place you can stay. Just come out here and chill and relax. And he told me, he's like, man, I'd love to, but he's like, I can't do that long flight. And I just told him, I was like, okay, man, I understand. But look, next time you go to Portugal, Spain, something, I was like, slowly make your way here, man. You ain't got to come all in one shot. But just be mindful of that. It is a long distance to travel in plane. The second thing is understand what you really need. This is the biggest one because so much of the things that we feel we need or emotional attachments to physical objects, they have emotional meaning to us. Like for me, when I first left, I had my bow and arrow. I had a whole Foot Locker full of books, which I do miss those. I'm not gonna lie; those are the only things I miss is the books. But I had a whole lot of things that I brought with me, and it was like, I don't even really need this stuff anymore. And then coming from Panama, you having jackets, winter clothes, sweaters. Man, I gave all that stuff away. I didn't throw it out. If you ever hear me the word throw out, it usually mean I gave away. I just don't. I have this thing about me where I don't like to really overemphasize how much charitable works I do. So usually I use words that downplay what I actually do. But I had all my game systems. I gave those away to a couple of my neighbors' kids for them to play with. Gave my bow and arrow away to my neighbor because he was a big hunter. So like a lot of things I didn't need personally. So I'm telling you from firsthand experience, like be mindful of what you really need. And you got to really ask yourself, like, how often do I use this? If you don't utilize the item that much, you may not need it as much as you think. And the emotional attachment to it just might be a little too strong. But there's going to be some things that you want to bring because you're just emotionally attached to. One of the things that, this is the one thing that I really miss. I hate I gave it away. I'm glad I gave it away because the person needed it and I didn't need it anymore, but I hate I gave it away. It was, I had a cane. It was like what was it? It wasn't oak. It was like a beautiful oak. I think it was oak. That my cousin Victor, he made for me by hand when I was walking on a cane when I was really in severe pain from my spinal fusion and stuff. And man, I loved that cane. It was a really beautiful cane, but like I had got to the point where I didn't need it anymore. My health got better. And then one of my neighbors needed it. And I just wanted to give it to him. And like there's a part of me that's like, dude, you should have kept it. But like I'm grateful that cane was actually of use to other people, not just me. Victor's just one of my favorite cousins, man. Victor was a good dude. I'm gonna do some videos talking about like some of my family dynamics. Victor was a really good dude. He always did right by me, even when other people around were not right people. He was always upstanding, just a really good guy for me. So like I really miss Victor, man. Like I wish he could have been here just to experience Africa because he would have had a blast here. And man, I would have got so much accomplished here with that dude. But back to the story. And so be mindful of what you have emotional attachments to, man. Like it happens. Like we're human. We're emotional creatures. We live in an emotional world, energetic world. Remember, emotions is energy in motion. It's nothing deep and philosophical. We don't have to go back to like, the creator is the Mercury. Emotions is energy in motion, and we live in an energetic world. Then the third thing that you want to really have a grasp on is what is your budget? What is your budget? Don't live off other people's budget. What is your budget? You're living your life when you go overseas. What is your budget? Like for me, I can afford a house way more expensive than the house that I'm living in. However, why? There's no point for me to go spend $1,000 a month. I'm still in Zambia. And it's no knock to people who are doing it. It's just saying for me, that $1,000 a month, I can put that to better use of buying equipment that I want, such as tech, such as new phones, cameras, things to record on, buying land, also building. I want to start building my shops and start building some of the houses, getting those set up now, plus start building my house by the end of this year because I don't want to be renting anymore. Buying cars, like all of these things is where that money can be utilized more for me. So like a part of understanding your budget isn't just about what you can afford. It's about how do you want to direct your money to utilize you for the best. And I think that's one of the things we don't talk about enough. Everybody, I can live off $5 a day. I'm not trying to live off $5 a day. I'm just not even finna sit here and joke with you about it. I'm not living off $5 a day. My transportation alone costs more than that moving around. And it's not knocking people, but let's be realistic here. If you're watching this channel, you're watching this video, you bust your ass. Congratulations. You worked hard for every single thing that you haven't earned. So why do you want to live off $5 a day? Cheap doesn't mean better. Like there's some things where I lower my expenses. There's some things where I increase my expenses. You're probably going to be doing the same thing. So like, please understand like budgeting when it comes to living abroad is not just about managing your money. It's about directing your money. How do you want to direct your money and where do you want to put it for your future? And if you're anything like me, probably, which is average ordinary person, you're probably thinking about moving abroad because you're seeing the United States is getting way too overpriced. The inflation there plus the deflation of the currency, it's at a insane number. I don't even understand how you live there anymore, personally. From the last time I was there, it's so overpriced it does not even make any sense. And so you're probably looking at a place to where your money can give you more bang for your buck. And so part of that bang for your buck is usually making your money go make money for you. And that ties right into the last one is your money need to be making babies for you. If you're bringing euro, if you're bringing pounds, or you're bringing dollars, your money eventually needs to start making kwacha or whatever currency that you're living in for you. You don't need to be coming to, I'm gonna just use Zambia, a kwacha earning country trying to earn dollars, euros, or pounds. You need to be earning kwacha. If you're focused on earning kwacha or the local currency that you're going to, you're actually making money, have the ability to make money off of everyone within the country, in that country. And this is where a lot of Americans mess up. I saw it time and time in Panama, Colombia, Dominican Republic. I saw it from some Americans that had businesses in the UK. And what they were doing was they were trying to, well, not UK, because that one don't, let's take UK out, but their prices were still overpriced. But so let's say like the Central and South America, you see it a lot. They're trying to open up a business in a country that is supposed to be cheaper to live than the United States, but they're targeting American tourists or Canadian tourists, and they're wanting to get dollars off of them. So what you see is a whole business model that is only based off a very small demographic of people coming into the country. And on that small demographic of people, you're just ignoring the millions of people that automatically live there that you could be earning money off of if you drop your prices and focus on earning, like just give Colombia for existence, turn your dollars into pesos. It's not a bad thing. So like even here, like my job isn't to earn dollars. I'm not focused on earning dollars anymore. I want to earn kwacha. So when I get my car put on Yango, the car that I'm looking for now that I'm gonna end up putting it on Yango before I buy my own car, guess what? That car is going to be earning kwacha every week. It's going to be bringing me a return in kwacha because I'm in a kwacha earning country. That means it should be in a place to where even locals are being able to afford to use that service. If I do some premium service where I'm charging, $300-400 a month to drive people around or having people with their private taxi, who am I targeting besides foreigners? And if you're able to afford that much a month, why wouldn't you just buy your own vehicle or hire your own personal driver? Like those are the things that people don't talk about when it comes to moving overseas. So make sure your money is going to earn money for you. That is rule number, I wouldn't say number one, rule number 2 of financial freedom. Your money has to go make babies. You need to picture every single dollar you have as a rabbit and be like, hey, go make me babies. Produce me 5 to 15 more babies right now. That's how you get rich. That's how you get stress-free. That's how you get financial freedom. And sadly, that is one of the things of financial literacy that school do not teach us. School is really to keep us enslaved. I'm not going to go on a monologue of a school system right now, but I am going to be doing some videos eventually talking about the system that we live in. Everyone talks about the matrix and all of this red pill, blue pill shit, but people aren't talking about what the system really is. We live in a slave system. And so I am going to end up doing a video about that. And it's not like it's a bad thing. It's about once you understand the system, you can start figuring out how to get yourself out of this system because no one is going to come to save you. And so I hope you got some value from this. If you have any questions or comments, leave those down below. And just remember this, I'm Jason, and success is simple once you know how.